Hey everybody, how you doing and welcome back. Well, breaking news from Watcher Guru, and we gotta pay attention because if you're a Terra Luna LUNC holder, definitely this can, in a way, give you another instance and I think reason as far as not trusting dogecoin, right? Insane. Justin dogecoin reportedly cashed out 2.7 billion in the span of a few months before the Luna USD collapse. I think at this point, I'm seeing all the comments from last week's and so, and we have good news definitely for LUNC, but this type of news add up to the fire, right? And we're gonna be probably seeing some litigation or criminal charges possibly for this guy. But how dogecoin did this is insane, and that's what we're gonna be explaining by the end of this video, guys. So don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notification bells. Happy to have you back. And this basically goes out because this allegedly comment is coming from Fatman Terra, someone who has been doing active research and being very involved in the Terra Luna community. So what we have here, guys, is barely a month after the unprecedented collapse of Terra Luna, in the kind of like the latest controversies, we have an allegation that emerged that dogecoin cashed out 2.7 billion. Now, 2.7 billion, you do that in one day or two, and eventually it's going to be known that somebody cashed out, sold. But this was done little by little. So take a look at this Fatman Terra, which I have the Twitter account here open, and we're going to go in just a second. Some of you thought 80 million per month was bad. That's nothing, he said. Here's how dogecoin cashed out 2.7 billion, 33 times 80 million over the span of mere months, thanks to Box, the perfect mechanism to drain liquidity out of Luna USD system and into hard money like USDT, Tether. And of course, it goes on and on. This allegation against dogecoin, who is already facing some investigations. Of course, there's no criminal charges active yet here in the United States, but kind of that this adds more fuel to the fire. And for all the LUNC holders who are watching and already facing a lot of losses, some of them sadly took their lives, right? We saw some suicides. Of course, holding my LUNC, it is tough, and this kind of is going to add even more controversy and questions. But we love to hear all the sides of the spectrum, especially for Terra Luna right now. When you take a look at this Fatman, it's in a series of tweets on Saturday, claimed that dogecoin was able to succeed through the help of Box, a borrowing protocol that enables users to loop stablecoin buys. When it comes to that looping stablecoins, oh baby, if you don't have active monitoring and auditing that can, in a way, alert someone of what you're doing, when in the world of DeFi and Web3, things are gonna go straight very quickly. Here goes explaining. So he noted that Box gave the billionaire the perfect mechanism to drain liquidity. Oh, and I've seen that a lot, especially, with all the, crashing in prices, and how when you have rug pulls or just bad projects, bad actors, they completely take out all the liquidity and leave all the holders, the people who trusted at first, and they lost all their money. And oftentimes you are not going to be able to recover what you put in your first investment, right? And that happens a lot, and kind of sounds like this, right? He continued that the importance of Box to dogecoin's action is irreplaceable because he's a billionaire with low liquidity. He can't just extract 2 billion from Luna to USD without causing a major crash, as I was explaining. So to increase liquidity by creating enticing APYs, bribes into the form of spell rewards were distributed to people voting for the pulse gauge through Vodium. So even kind of like the entire strategy behind the scenes. He noted that this strategy soon began to deplete the yield reserve because it was adopted by many Terra influencers, including thousands of retail users who wanted to access the high yields. And I remember, seeing the almost 20% APY on Anchor protocol, and that's what brought a lot of people, and that's why, in a way, Terra Luna is going to be remembered and won't be forgotten because of the people that lost that kind of money. However, despite the obvious threat to Anchor's long-term sustainability, he wrote that dogecoin didn't care. So this is coming, of course, from Fatman Terra Luna. Fatman also claimed that 558 million went to KuCoin, 1.08 went to Binance, and the rest to Huobi exchange. Ultimately, all of this money's liquidity being removed from the Terra ecosystem, exacerbating the collapse, bolstering the TFL covers, and all while lied to your face, he added. So that's what's coming in from, of course, Fatman Terra. Provides research and updates on Terra Luna, and he just commented half an hour ago, tell me, Kwon, right, are you scared of the SEC? Once we got to Kwon's Twitter page, last time I checked, you wouldn't be able to comment. Yeah, and you still can't. The only thing that he referred to was Terra 2.0. So you see, that's what he's talking about, Terra 2.0, but we're not finding, because when you have such a terrible accident in this top 10 cryptocurrency, right? There's something going on, and all these investigations coming from the SEC will come out, and we're gonna see what's going on. But as of now, it's a comment that's coming from this person, and can we have a more precise and open discussion on this? I'll be very willing to do that. For the rest of the LUNC holders, do we have any good news? Well, if you didn't know, of course, the tax from 1.2 all transactions was passed 82%. So this is insane, because they want to stop at 10 billion LUNC. So definitely not adding any trust back to Kwon, but adding trust to the community. Isn't that amazing? In the community, at the end of the day, is really where I've seen a lot of movements and questions answered, and definitely not everybody is willing to embrace people who don't know much about this space, but it's always important to have some education and teach people how to get involved, especially with Terra Luna. And this one thus far increased a couple of millions in the last 24 hours, but still the Luna burner close to 1 billion, and it probably will pass it, baby, by June 2022, and that's gonna be a nice achievement. Although I'm gonna go here and show you the price of Terra Classic, ranked 215 at this time, 407. A couple days ago it was close to 404. Not really looking Gucci when it comes to the price. However, with the new proposal pass, that really adds a lot of value if someone is looking to have their LUNC back to a break-even point. That's what I'm waiting. Last time I purchased LUNC was 303. Now look at how low we are. But always buying what you're willing to afford losing helps you from any type of bad decision. As of right now, everyone, we have this report allegedly, and let's go ahead and take a look at the comments, everybody, because that is really what makes this all exciting, and see what the community is saying. And as we come down, this is exactly what it is. I mean, you have, I call it first, in fact, even called the amount, it's on chain. It's on chain. That's the beautiful thing. People can see it for sure. They all know it's coming. Retail should have to profit. I mean, of course, you have people that are on the side of, hey, you should have sold at the end of the day. So the whole world is looking after him. Don't be naive. He got all the somewhat heavy under control. So we'll see what happens at the end of the day. Now you know, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.